About a year or so ago, I finally moved into an apartment by myself. First apartment I've ever owned by myself. This apartment's kind of an old apartment. It's down over in the Highland area, and this is about 4 or 5 weeks after living there for a little while. I'd come home and I'd go to bed and I'd wake up and the front and back door would be unlocked. At the time I just attributed to my sleep-deprived self. I forgot. And then I locked the door and went out my day and come back, go to sleep. The next morning it'd be unlocked again. And it was a little odd. And I started getting into this routine when I would go, right before I go to bed, I'd go to the front door, I'd lock the door, 1, 2, 3, it's locked, it's locked, it's locked. Go to the back door, do the same thing. And I'd wake up the next morning and sometimes it'd be unlocked. Then a few weeks later, after that, it was unlocked all the time. Every morning I'd wake up and the doors would be unlocked. And it started to freak me out. Pretty bad. I called the cops. I said, I think somebody's breaking into my home every night. And they go, what evidence do you have? I had none. And so they wouldn't do anything about it. So I bought cameras for my living room and my kitchen where my back door is. And I started doing a video feed of it. I went to bed after I set it up. Next morning, sure enough, it was unlocked. So I got all the videotapes and started watching them. That night, the night before, at 4:47 a.m., the front door opened, and I couldn't tell who it was, but there was a dark, shadowy figure in the front door. I immediately got on the phone, called the cops, told them to get over here right now. I have evidence that somebody had broken into my house. Within 30 minutes, the cops came. They looked around, and there had been some weird things that had changed that night. All my clothes I had taken off for the night before were folded really neatly next to my bedside table. And the TV in my living room was turned all the way around. But nothing was taken. So the cops and myself were just befuddled. Since this had all been going on, I really hadn't slept very well. And the cops were there, and I was kind of freaking out. And they said, look, you need to go lay down for a minute while we sit out here and write the report, and you take a nap. We'll be here. So I go to my bedroom and I lay down. I couldn't go to sleep. Something was nagging at me. I tossed and turned, and something just wasn't sitting with me right. And then it came to me. I never saw him leave. I never saw the figure leave my apartment. Immediately I sat up. Sorry, it still wigs me out. I stood up off the side of the bed, and on my ankles I could feel warm breath blowing against it. I ran out of the room. I told the cops that somebody's in my bedroom. They went in there, flipped the bed over, and there was nobody there. All there was a really bad Polaroid picture of me sleeping in my bed. We've never found who was in my house. To this day, I can't sleep alone.